Hey there folks, ignore the massive red no entry sign there and welcome to this video, and well, this is going to be quite an interesting one. Now firstly I'm going to apologise for this pedal cam down here. It is very late on a late autumn night, so my pedals aren't going to be well lit, so I'm using my phone's flash for that. But also, welcome to Assetto Corsa for this video. I'm here in the Ferrari 312T. I'm using Clay Regazzini's livery instead of Niki Lauda's. And we're here at the Nürburgring, James May's favourite circuit. Now, the reason why we've gone to the green hell for this video is because of a mod that I'm going to put in the description below, which is a classic version of the Nürburgring. Now, I recently saw Jimmy Broadbent trying it out on the Nordschleife, which Regazzini holds the record for. But recently, the author has released an update, which includes the Südschleife, meaning that you try out the full Gesamtstrecke. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong, by the way. I have a very limited understanding of the German language. But I thought we'd try it out. Now, Regazzini holds the record for the Nordschleife. The record for the Gesamtstrecke was held by, I believe, Louis Chiron. Now, the Gesamtstrecke is about 8 kilometers longer than today's Nordschleife, and about 6 kilometers longer than the classic one. And the reason for that is, well, because they didn't really use it for the German Grand Prix. Well, they didn't use it at all for it in Formula 1. So this is going to be completely uncharted territory. So what I'm going to do is a couple of laps. You're going to see my kind of installation lap where I'm just looking around the circuit, and then I will edit down a kind of hot lap. If I make it around in one piece. We have to remember that it's because of the 1976 Grand Prix, where a Ferrari 312T, of course one of the upgraded versions, driven by Niki Lauda, had a horrendous crash that, well, basically spelt the end of its tenure on the F1 calendar. But it was in 1975 that a 312T driven by Regazzini set the race record. Just over 7 minutes. And just below it, I think it was something like a 6:58.6, Lauda held the qualifying record. So let's see what we can do in this classic F1 car on this classic racing track. Okay, so Ferrari mechanic there, letting me go. I do like this old pit lane. And what the mod developer's done is meant that whenever you're in front of the pit boxes, it's restricted to the 80 kph. Okay, so the old Nordschleife would go down to this banked corner here and go right. But what we're doing is going left under this Martini Bridge, and now we're in uncharted territory. Fencing all around the outside here. I wonder if that's kind of like catch fencing. But let's talk a bit more about this car. For those of you not familiar, it produces, I think, 495 brake horsepower. Weighs somewhere around the 600 kilo mark. And it's got an impressive power to weight ratio. It also maxes out at around 200 miles per hour, 320 kph. Ooh. I see some dirt banking on the inside, and the rally driver in me just wants to take that. But as you can see, I'm going sideways, just trying to stay on the tarmac. So, God forbid I actually try to do the corner cutting here. I say that, I immediately try and cut the next corner. But this track, the green hell, you can tell why it gets that name. Of course, I'm not going to try and challenge for the 7-minute record on the old Nordschleife. Heck, I'm not even going to try and challenge for the Chiron 15 minutes for the combined, even though it's about 30 kilometers, and I should be able to do that quite easily in this car. But I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to just hopefully make it all around in one piece. I think we're through most of the Südschleife now. The only problem for me is, being someone who likes to deal in terms of speeds to the vehicles, can't do that here. Just look. I don't have a speedo. Anyway, I like how this has been recreated. I've not actually seen much footage of like the old Schutzschleifer. Actually, here we go. We're about to rejoin its big brother. Maxing out here. Now, I've done this little bit here because I tried the... I can't remember what they call it, but it's essentially... term is usually like warm-up loop. Tried that in an old Maserati and it didn't end well. So this is where we go around and we're now on the Nordschleife proper. This is going to be very much similar to how it is today. Now sadly, unlike Jimmy Broadbent, whose videos I watch about the Nordschleife quite a lot, I don't actually know the names for a lot of these corners. I mean, I'll be able to tell you the carousel. I know one of them's a Flugplatz, but I think that's it's coming up now. But again, I might be hideously wrong about that. See, the thing is, if I'm ever to do a video with something like Silverstone or Brands, which I've tried doing here, Donington the same, you can just have the map up alongside you. They're like 14 turns. This is like 200 corners that I've got to try and learn. I don't think even all of them have names. Such as a way of a track with 200 corners. I'm going to just sit in fourth most of this lap, because I know relatively where I'm going, because of new Nordschleife, but don't want to let on that I'm confident, because that's when you have crashes. And also, I tried practicing this car by using the old Hockenheimring mod that I have, and I went off a lot. Need to put the screw back in for my hay shifter, because otherwise that screw's got to come out in the middle of the lap, and that will be embarrassing. Especially because it would just essentially mean that it means it's an even greater movement to just change gear. I've also noticed I've not got my lap timer on the screen, which means I'll have to turn that on when I inevitably finish a lap. I may also try to switch to replay cams, so if you see them, yeah, that might be quite nice, because I wonder if the cameras have been done for this, because you get some pretty sweet angles. Whoa! A little bit of oversteer there. Sadly, I'm not quite a sim racing god yet. Heck, I could barely last lap of the Nordschleife on a good day. That's present day one. And that's in cars that can usually handle it. Imagine how it's going to be for me here in a car that I've barely driven in this game, because old F1 cars are lethal to drive. Tell you what, I certainly wouldn't be doing this in real life. I'd be like, nah, I'll watch the onboard cameras, thanks, mate. I'm happy with my little Citroen. Well, the only thing I have to worry about is the suspension potentially coming off. Oh, we're coming up to a carousel, yeah. Coming up to the first carousel. I'm so tempted to take that, but at the same time I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, I'm taking it. Yeah, I did not want to push. But when you do something like this, when you're doing like classic circuits like this, it's how you can see the evolution in Formula 1. It's the same with things like Monaco that's in R Factor 2, or even if you look at the old Hockenheim, which more or less stayed the same until Herman Tilke remake. With them just mainly adding like safety barriers and stuff. But that's the main stuff that's been done to improve the Nordschleife in terms of safety. Oh my god. We actually took off there briefly. Tell you what though, I do like the even though I'm driving slowly and I know it, I was in second most of that bit there. Ooh. I do like the feeling of just doing something like this in a sim, of course. I would never be doing it. I'm going to presume best part of 200k on a road like this. At least not unless it was a car with massive brakes. Mini carousel coming up now, which means we're almost at the end of the lap. Time to open up the throttle and do some classic F1 action. This is the thing, like, since I've got a long bit to talk to you for before I start to do my edited flying lap. This is the thing about like classic F1 tracks. I love them, but I wouldn't want F1 to be on these today. I really wouldn't. And the same with the cars. They're awesome, but they have to be a product of their time. If not just on safety grounds, but also because of how far technology has gone since. Like, I'm still using a H shifter. Remember that the flappy paddles in F1, they're only really... they're not even really like 30 years old as an innovation. Screwing the H shifter, we're going off on the lap now. Let's see how I do. If I do sub 10 minutes, I'll be happy. I'll say that much. For all I know, that last lap was sub 10 minutes. This is where there's a little bit of bottom saying, no it isn't. Let's keep going. Just keep going. Aero damage, but... who needs aero when you're at the Nordschleife? I'm going to chicken out now. Second gear, I think, through this. Bush. Oh, come on. I mean, what's downforce to an F1 car? Actually, honestly though, there's probably not actually too much damage done to that. Whoa! Maybe a bruised ego there. Did select third. That was just a little bit of coasting on one of the most dangerous circuits in the world. Do I go on the inside of the carousel? Yeah, let's see what happens. No shifting up in this downhill bit. Let's keep it low speed. Oh, that might not pay off. Yeah, coming up to the end of the track now. Mini carousel is not too far away. Okay, so it's not going to count. The game's not going to count as a proper lap time because of that cut that's just come up on the screen. But ooh, I don't have an image to do another one of these. I reckon I could potentially do on the Nordschleife regards to these record or even Lauders. But that would take me a couple of hours of learning this car and this, albeit not too different, Nurburgring. Of course, it would be the Nordschleife I'd be attempting if I was attempting the record. Avoid the barrier. Let's just chalk that one up to experience. Oh, this track is so much fun. I love it. And it was literally the second to last corner. What was the time? 10:57. Oh. 10:57.7. Oh, I could have gotten below 10:30. Probably 10 minutes as well. Really? Ah. But yeah, that's that for this video. Thank you so much for William T. Riker. Okay. But yeah, that's that for this video. Thank you so much to William T. Riker for putting it onto RaceDepartment, as well as the original tracks made by Nick303 and Motor FX, as William has on here, then merged and improved by Kakbratz for R Factor. It's really, that's something else. I might do another video in this sometime soon. If you do want me to do that, put that in the description below. If you want me to do some hot laps on that as well, please do let me know. I'm planning on doing a proper like hot lapping series. So if you have any suggestions for which tracks you want me to use, again, do that down below. If you did enjoy this, make sure to like it, because it really helps you in terms of gaming the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to subscribe if you really did enjoy it, and then you can watch more of my content. If you put on the bell notification icon, you'll be notified of any future streams and future videos that I do. And yeah, I'm very tired, so I might go off to bed now. There's a spider crawling around on my monitor as well. It's a tiny little one, but it's not to be mildly distracting. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.